It is 6:30, so I am going to call the December school board meeting to order. Believe it or not, this is halfway through the school year, as always, just flying by. So this is a regular meeting of the Cedarburg School Board and is a public meeting. Prior notices have been placed in the district and additional copies were forwarded to the city and town of Cedarburg, as well as the news graphic and the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Dr. Clark, do you want to start us off with the consent agenda?
All right, with regards to the consent agenda, board members, I ask that you approve the minutes from the regular board meeting on November 19th, 2025, the budget and finance report, which includes a summary of accounts, check register, check detail, and credit card transaction reports, and the personnel report. Mr. DeRosa, Director of Human Resources, is here to provide an overview of the personnel report.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. Not much of an overview. As you can see, there's no professional employee moves for this month. A number of classified support staff, but no professional staff members this month.
Thank you.
I will take a motion to approve the consent agenda. So moved. I will second. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor in approving the consent agenda? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion passes 6-0. Thank you.
All right. Superintendent's report. Normally, we would have a presentation to the board regarding various activities our students participate in at the Cedarburg School District. Due to all of the activities that are currently occurring within the district at this time of year, we needed to reschedule the presentation we had originally planned for tonight. With that in mind, I did want to share with the board what we have planned for the remainder of the school year. In January, the high school team is going to come and present on the youth apprenticeship program. In February, our elementary team is going to come and present on the makerspace and amplify integration. In March, Webster is going to present on student council. In April, we're going to hear from the high school team again, and they will present the Envirothon team, which has been pretty successful the last several years. In May, elementary will present on the Fine Arts Night and art show highlights. And then in June, we'll finish up with the high school and the spring sports recognition. You might be wondering how we decide what to present. Well, it's actually a pretty straightforward process. During the summer, I provide the principals with a list of the presentations that were given the prior year and ask them to identify other areas that they would like to share. Based upon the school size, I ask for 3 presentations from the high school, 2 from Webster, and 3 from the elementaries combined. So with that being said, I do look forward to our January presentation. And that is it for the superintendent's update.
All right, and we don't have anyone signed up for public comment. Any of you would like to make a comment? All right, well then we'll just move on. Dr. Clark, do you want to take recommendations?
All right, yes, this evening we have 3 recommendations. The first recommendation is seeking approval from the board to approve the district school safety plan as presented. This plan was discussed in the October Buildings and Grounds Committee meeting and again at the December Buildings and Grounds Committee meeting, where it was approved and forwarded to the full board for approval. Approval by the board is a requirement of Act 143.
All right.
Rick is here if you have any questions on it, but.
All right, I will take a motion to approve the district school safety plan. So moved.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor in approving the district school safety plan, vote aye. 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 Opposed? Abstain? That motion passes 6-0. Thank you.
The next recommendation is seeking board approval for the CHS air handling unit bid from JCI. The CHS air handling unit project has been discussed in several B&G committee meetings over the last 2 years. This project is on our long-term capital improvement plan, and the funds to pay for the project will come from Fund 46. The total cost of the project is $463,792.75. This recommendation is being forwarded to the full board for approval by the Buildings and Grounds Committee.
Right, do I have a motion to approve the CHS air handling unit bid from JCI?
So moved.
Second. All right, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor to approve the CHS air handling unit bid from JCI, vote aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Abstentions? That vote passes 6-0. Thank you.
All right, the last recommendation for the evening is the acceptance of the donations to the district. This month, there are 5 donations. There's $14,480.79 from the Cedarburg Education Foundation to support the Wonder Workshop Dash Robot Wonder Packs for all 3 elementary schools. $8,799 from the Cedarburg Education Foundation to support Real Baby Child Care Experience for the CHS Child Development course. $3,000 from Mel's Charity Incorporated to support classroom activities and field trips for Webster Middle School students. $10,000 from Mel's Charity Incorporated to support the CHS Culinary Career Center renovation project. And $25,000 from Sharon and Gary Newman to support the CHS Culinary Career Center renovation project. If approved, the total donations for December will be $61,279.79, and the total board-approved donations to date for the 2025-26 school year will be $448,385.38.
All right, I will take a motion to approve the donations. I'll move. I will second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
First of all, amazing generosity from a lot of organizations and individuals. I was just curious for that first one, Dr. Clark, is that the Wonder, that, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, so the Wonder Dash, the robots that will be used in the makerspace that help the kids in the engineering and programming process.
But those aren't new, those are something that's been around.
They're new, they're brand new.
Westland had a set for you.
So if I hadn't heard of them from Parkview, I'm not out of the loop.
No, not absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, any further discussion? All right, well, we have a motion and a second to approve the donations. All those in favor, vote aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? That vote passes 6-0. Thank you. And so we will move right along to our committee reports. Mrs. Charbonneau, can you give us a curriculum committee meeting update, please?
Yeah, we met on December 3rd, and we had one single topic. It was on math acceleration work. So it's part of math acceleration that includes grade acceleration for some students. So, for example, 5th grade students from the elementary schools will go to Webster in some cases, and 8th grade students go to the high school for geometry. And there are some challenges with that current situation with examples of at the elementary school. The students have a 90-minute longer school day. And then they also miss out on some opportunities at school that occur in the morning, including band and some school-wide events that occur in the morning. There's a transportation component to it, and just an overall desire to see how to keep these students within their school while providing the same level of challenge and rigor for this grade acceleration, but just doing it at their current school. It's a kind of a nice problem to have in one aspect. Allie told us that in our district, the number of students who are above the 90th percentile for math is growing. So this is becoming even more of a challenge to solve. And so there's a committee of math teachers from 3rd through 10th grade who will be working on this and will be providing the curriculum committee updates that they plan on meeting about monthly, and providing, and Allie will be giving us updates on how they propose for a new solution for this. And our next meeting is January 14th of 2026.
All right, thank you. And Dr. Savaggio, you had a much longer agenda to report on. So if you can give us an update on your Building and Grounds
My
Committee.
report shorter than our meeting. So Building and Grounds met on December 4th. We heard about the district school safety plan, which we approved tonight, the CHS air handle unit replacement project, which we discussed that last bid that came through. We are the WPPI super grant to support continued replacement of failing LED lights in district buildings. Rick filled us in on some professional development activities he's been instituting for his staff. Planning is continuing on the Webster food service line upgrade. We saw the drawings and it should be a really nice improvement in the quality of life at Webster. Kim walked us through the unusually hazardous transportation plan update. This is especially important given the ongoing housing construction in the district. Committee also heard about a change in the scope of the Culinary Arts Career Center project, which has been expanded to include the outdated student stations as well as the instructor station as originally planned. And finally, we received an update from Kim regarding the long-term capital improvement plan. Our next B&G meeting will be on February 25th, 2026.
Thank you. We had some really great, robust committee meetings, and they're always open to the public, but it's nice to hear an update at this meeting as well. So thank you. So this was a fast one. We are going to take a roll call to move into executive session. So we are having an executive session to consider employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility pursuant to 19.851C of the Wisconsin statutes. We will be discussing an employment contract of a specific district administrator. It is anticipated that the board may reconvene into open session and may take action on one or more of the executive session items, as well as the executive session meeting minutes from August 20th, 2025. And with that, I will take a roll call to, we need a motion and a second, right? Do I have a motion to move into executive session?
So moved. I will second.
All right, I have a motion and a second to move into executive session. Dr. Salvaggi?
Yes.
Mrs. Sharland?
Aye.
Mrs. Betzel?
Aye.
Mrs. Strobel? Aye. Ms. Erickson?
Aye.
Ms. Kincaid?
Aye.
All right, that vote passes 6-0. We are, I guess we are adjourned. So, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone.